So today's topic is vaccination in food handlers. So what is the purpose of this video? Let me share my experience. There was a NABH internal audit in my hospital. The team asked about the vaccinations in food handlers in our hospital. So I was wondered. So I visited the literature and came to know that any food handling units in our hospital should be certified by FSSAI, that is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. And in that, along with the medical examination of the food handlers, like stool examination, the entry carriage of food handlers, the vaccination is one of the mandatory requirement, and that documentation should be should be necessary, and it should be available whenever the NABH teams asks. So this video will be helpful for you for the having the basic knowledge about what are the vaccines which are used in the food handling. So regulating bodies, FSSAI, Food and Safety Standards Authority of India, which comes under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. There is another agency, FDA, which is US based agency, that is different. FSSAI is confined to India, Indian agency, and which regulates the food safety. And as per the NABH requirement, the canteen should be FSSAI permitted. So under that FSSAI, one of the component is vaccination of food handlers. So foodborne illness prevention, the food handlers can unknowingly transmit the diseases through contaminated food. So vaccination helps to prevent the spread of infections. So vaccination protects both food handlers and consumers by reducing the risk of outbreaks. And these are FSSAI mandates are there. They emphasize the medical fitness of food handlers, including vaccinations. So, what are the specific diseases against which the vaccination is to be done? Hepatitis A vaccine, a vaccine recommended for food handlers to prevent the spread of this common foodborne illness. Then typhoid vaccine, vaccination against the typhoid, a bacterial infection which is also important in the food handlers. And then other vaccines are also there. Depending upon the specific risk, it is included. For example, influenza, tetanus, cholera, hepatitis B. These are also depending upon the situation. These are our risk area. They are recommended. Now, hepatitis A vaccination. The vaccines available: formaldehyde inactivated form, which is prepared from human fetal lung fibroblast cell lines, MRC5 and WI38. It can be given to the children after 12 months of the age. Single dose administered by intramuscular route, followed by booster at 6 to 12 months. The protective efficacy is 94%. Then live attenuated vaccines, single dose subcutaneously is given, which uses H2 or LA1 strains and prepared in human diploid cell lines. So it is rolled out in China, not in India. Both vaccines are immunogenic and produce long-lasting immunity, possibly lifelong immunity. Then typhoid vaccine, TAB vaccine, which is a killed vaccine. Then TY21A vaccine, VI polysaccharide vaccine. And this information about the typhoid vaccine, I have prepared the previous video. The link is given here. I recommend the students to click the link and go for the watch the video. In fact, I got this idea to prepare this particular video whenever I was preparing about the typhoid vaccine. So it will be helpful, practically helpful for you. So vaccination is the main method of prevention of influenza. But here, what is the difficulty? Each and every time there will be new antigenic strain. So each and every outbreak, we have to find out what is the antigenic strain and prepare the vaccine. So because of lot of antigenic changes in the virus, influenza virus. And why influenza virus is necessary for food handlers? Because the canteen workers or those food handlers may come in vicinity of the consumers and they may transmit. Respiratory transmission may occur. So therefore, under certain situations, it's not routinely, but under certain situations, they should get vaccinated. And there are two types of vaccine. One is the inactivated vaccine and live attenuated vaccine. We'll see In the next slide, details about those vaccines. Inactivated vaccines, these are the influenza viruses grown in alveoli cavity of chick embryos. They're inactivated by either formaldehyde or beta-propiolactone, or then purified by zonal ultracentrifugation and disrupted with the detergents. And this is a polyvalent vaccine. It is used in the very autumn season. And this vaccine can be further purified to prepare the subunit vaccine. The subunit papillomas like hemagglutinin and neuraminidase, they can be purified, separated, and that can be used as a vaccine. The single dose, which is given parenterally, it gives humoral immunity only, and only fraction of it becomes protects in the respiratory mucosal immunity. But how is the infection acquired? Infection acquired by the respiratory epithelium. So giving the mucosal immunity is more helpful for prevention of the infection. Live attenuated vaccine, where temperature sensitive mutants are used, which are able to go at 32 to 34 degrees Celsius, but they can't go at 37 degrees Celsius. The lower temperature of nasopharyngeal mucosa is beneficial for them. So this live vaccine is administered by aerosol spray or intranasal instillation, which will lead to the development of local antibody formations. But however, humoral antibodies not produced. IgM, IgG are not produced as like the killed vaccine. Then next vaccine is tetanus vaccine. Tetanus vaccine, all of you know that National Immunization Program include DPT vaccination. So this is the schedule of tetanus vaccine. So this is the basic thing all of you know. Then if there is a no immunization history of food handler is available, and we have to go for the vaccination like this. If food handler is not vaccinated, so majority of the times they are not able to give the vaccination history. So here the first dose of TT is given, and after that 6 to 8 weeks, second dose is given. After second dose, 4 to 6 months after the second dose, third dose is given, and booster dose every 10 years. So this is applicable to those food handlers which are not having any documented evidence of TT vaccination. Now hepatitis B vaccine, it is a recombinant subunit vaccine. The surface antigen HBsAg is used as a vaccine candidate which is prepared in Baker's yeast by DNA recombinant technology by cloning S gene into the yeast chromosome. This hepatitis B virus cannot be cultivated. So therefore, we have to go for this recombinant DNA technology for its preparation. Now come to the route of administration, the intramuscular route over the deltoid region. It is given, and in infants, anterior lateral aspect of thigh, and 3 doses are given: 0, 1, and 6 months. So awareness about the food handlers health checkup is very important. Along with the general examination, we have to see the fecal carriage of bacteria, parasites, to prevent the fecal-oral transmission, which is one of the aspect of HICC. And in addition to that, food handlers vaccination is a one aspect of HICC, and which vaccines are given, especially the emphasis is given to those infections which are transmitted by fecal-oral route, that is hepatitis A vaccine, typhoid vaccines. So those vaccines priority is given depending upon the requirement and special risk. Other vaccines like hepatitis B vaccine, tetanus vaccine, so other vaccines, they are also included in the list. Influenza vaccine, depending upon the seasonal pattern, or influenza vaccine is also included. So the student should be aware of regulating bodies, and like the certification from the Food Safety Standards and Safety Authority of India, and that certification is also one of the requirement of NABH. And as all of you know that now the day may come that especially the government hospitals, they require the mandatory NABH accreditation. So, as per the requirement of NABH, all the food handlers should be immunized, vaccinated as per the guidelines. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.